Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you part of my personal card collection. I'll be showing you 33 different cards for the 32 different NHL teams that I have in my collection that are my favourite cards. Now, it's very hard to obviously pick at least one sometimes of my favourites for each team. But some I didn't have that many cards for, and some I had loads for. And in case of one team, I only had base cards for this team. So, what can you do? So, without further ado, I'm going to start. This is just going to be in complete random order. It's not in alphabetical order of the NHL teams. So, whichever team is coming first to last is basically just been randomized. So, starting off with the Winnipeg Jets. This particular card, I'll just show just quickly, is a Nikolai Ehlers Rookie Materials jersey card. And it's got his signature on. It's 2 out of 10. And I think this came from 20... Oh, yeah, there we go. A buyback, funnily enough, as well. I think it's from 2015-16 originally. Very good card. And I believe I got that in a random pack a while back from eBay. But I could not limit myself to one, unfortunately, for this team because, well, it was very hard to do so. And the next one up is the current New York Rangers captain, Jacob Trouba. This is a signature pucks from Trilogy, and I think it's from, 2014-15. And this one is signature. It's basically just a manufactured puck, not an actual real one. Just basically slotted into that. So not too bad there. Now, the next card cost me a bit of money because, one, it's of a player that obviously, well, has a funny name, and he's from the Czech Republic. And also, this card is a bit rare because, well, it's old, it's a different colour, and plus it's signed as well. And this guy played for the Ottawa Senators for a while, and his name is Radek Bonk. And I'm not making that up. And it's from the 2002 Signature Series. Yeah, and it has literally, obviously authentication obviously on it. I got that on eBay. It cost me, I think, £60 just to get that. And that was not including the case there that I've got. The next team is the Seattle Kraken. Now, because they're the newest team in the NHL, I don't have any special cards like I've just shown you. I only have base cards, but some of the base cards that they bought out for the first series of 2021-22 Series 1, 2, and Extended Series boxes for Upper Deck, they came with obviously special things. Now, this is my favourite because, one, it's of a recently retired player, Jonas Donskoi from Finland, and it says, I don't know if you can see that very well, it says inaugural game just on the side there. Basically, the patch obviously has the inaugural season. I have all my Seattle Kraken jerseys with his name on, even the reverse retro that came out last season, but he didn't play, unfortunately, last season because of due to the amount of injuries he's had, unfortunately, which due to concussions, so he's had to retire. The second newest team in the NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights, are currently the Stanley Cup champions. But obviously the Stanley Cup champions patches or whatever for obviously the Upper Deck cards have not come out yet. So I'll have to make do with this. And this player, obviously, I think has played for us once, I think. I can't remember. Jake Decision, it's a Young Guns card, and it is from 21-22 Upper Deck Series 2 Hockey. Not the most spectacular card for a Vegas player, but what can you do? And for anyone who wants to know, those grey jerseys used to be the home jerseys, now they're the alternate. Because now Vegas Golden Knights playing gold at home. Next up is that team I love to hate all the time, that play in red and black and white. It's called the New Jersey Devils. Now, this particular player does not play for them anymore, but He plays, I think, for the Calgary Flames or another team now, and he should have been one of Belarus's best players, but nope, not yet. It is Yegor Sharangovich. This is a patch card from Premier Rookies, and it's from the 2020-21 Premier box. I got that in a trade with a couple of friends, as well as the Jet Decision card. Next up, it's that other team that is in New York that basically doesn't seem to have good luck. 1999, they lost to the Dallas Stars in the game that was called the no-goal game because Brett Hull had put his foot in the crease, which is where the goalie stands or sits. And basically at that time in the NHL, you couldn't put your foot in there without good reason. And the player is Victor Olofsson. It's a patch card from Trilogy. And it's a level 2 one as well, just for the fun of it. 2019-20 Trilogy. I wouldn't buy Trilogy that often if it was bad. But there you go. That one I got obviously at a card show. Next one, Nashville Predators. Kyle Turris. He retired recently as well. This is basically a signature patch card from the Cup, which is the most expensive upper deck product you can get. They cost over $1,000 these days to buy them, and you only get, I think, 6 cards, and they're literally, fancy big patch or base cards that are just not worth it. So basically, it's your own risk. So it's like investing in the stock market, buying the Cup these days. And this particular card is 2018-19 the Cup hockey. So if you're going to buy, if you want obviously your favourite player and they're in the Cup, I would just suggest buying them on eBay. Saves you a lot of hassle, and that's the big players like Sidney Crosby or Ovi. Next up, Minnesota Wild, and this is Eric Stahl of the Minnesota Wild with a patch card here, Obsidian Premium. It's from 2019-20 UD Black, which hasn't re-risen as a product since then. I think Upper Deck were just looking for an excuse to get rid of products. I got that again from a card show as well. The Nashville Predators card I got from Slapshot Vintage, a Jersey company that I've used before many a time. The next one up, I have featured this in a video before, so I won't show it for too long. Brendan Perlini of the Arizona Coyotes, formerly of the Arizona Coyotes, I should say. It's Future Watch Auto from 2016-17 SP Authentic Hockey. Born in the UK in Guildford, Surrey, England. Obviously his dad was coach at the Guildford Flames at the time, as well as his brother Brett, who is a player for the Great Britain men's national team these days. Also played in England at some point, but was born in Canada, just like Dad. So the next one up is the Dallas Stars. Now, obviously, Dallas Stars obviously got nice kits, but this one on this card will not look nice. Scott Glennie, Sign of the Times from SP Authentic Hockey. It's a signature card, obviously. And that is from 2012-2013 SP Authentic Hockey. Yeah, got that in a random pack. Random packs that I got off eBay, which was basically someone just shoving in nice cards for a nice, obviously, fee. And I didn't expect to get a signed card at all. I was expecting just base cards and a few inserts, but what can you do? The next one up is the St. Louis Blues. Now, this player features in my collection because I have a personal collection of his cards. Quite a lot, even though I've still got more to get, just like every player really. And it is Kevin Shattenkirk. Now, Kevin Shattenkirk obviously has played for a few teams. His current team is the Boston Bruins. And normally he wears number 22, but that has been retired just in the last few years. So he'll be wearing number 12 for this season at the Boston Bruins on a 1-year deal. So not too bad for him. But this is a Panini Dominion hockey patch card, which obviously has got his signature on as well. And that is from 2012-2013 Panini Dominion Hockey. Panini haven't got the license anymore. They did, I think they had till about 2015. But someone can quote me on that, obviously in the comments. Next up is the Boston Bruins, funnily enough. I don't have that many great cards for the Boston Bruins, but this is the only one I have that really I'd like in my collection. And this is Craig Smith. Now, you can see it's a clear-cut card. Now, this comes from the extended series, I think. Yep, 2020-21 Upper Deck Extended Series Hockey. Now, you'd only get these in hobby boxes, basically, because the hobby box basically is an exclusive. If you find clear cuts in any of the other stuff, you'll be very surprised, or someone's put it in the wrong box. I got that, obviously, from the same box anyway, that I've just talked about. Obviously, the Kevin Shattenkirk card I bought on eBay, which has been featured in a video here. Next up, now, despite the fact that obviously in England, sorry, in the UK, I should say, we have Tim Hortons restaurants here, but we don't have the same opportunity that the Canadians have of buying hockey cards with their coffee. So the other option is basically to find an eBay seller that will sell these unopened packed cards, or the actual cards themselves. But luckily, a couple of years ago, I managed to get some Tim Hortons packs from Canada on eBay. But obviously, I had to go through, and obviously, a reseller. But this card, for the Washington Capitals, was actually quite a nice one. And it's not of a player I don't like. But it is of Nicholas Backstrom. And it's a Cup Winners card. And it is from 2021 Tim Hortons Collector Series. Now, obviously, the Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup in 2018, which was the first triumph in Washington, D.C. since the early 2000s, when the DC United MLS side won an MLS Cup. And Washington haven't won anything since. Oh no, sorry. The Washington Nationals have, the baseball team. They won a World Series. That's about it. Next up is the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, this particular card, I got this in a nice swap deal with a friend. This particular player comes from Finland. His nickname is Turbo, because he's quite quick on the ice. But his actual name is Teuvo Teravainen. And this is a signature card. It's from Black Diamond. I'm trying to think which Black Diamond series it's come from, but I'm going to guess 2020-21. Yep, there we go. Black Diamond Hockey. Black Diamond's another expensive box of cards for, well, small amount of cards for a lot of money. It's about $300 these days to get a box, I think. But they're not really worth it, to be honest, unless you really want to waste your money. Next card up, I got this in, funny enough, a box that I purchased myself. It's a Florida Panthers player, and it is Anton Lundell. And it's a fluorescence card. Now, these come in hobby boxes, and they're very hard to get, very hard pull to get. And he comes from Finland as well, from the same town that Kimi Räikkönen, the F1 driver that keeps saying hardly anything, comes from. Very well-known well-known town in Finland. The next one, I got this from a card show. Now, this is of a player that has basically been was well known for being quite tough on the ice, and also was once let's say, he nearly died effectively on the ice after being whacked by Todd Bertuzzi, of all people. But that's not a video I would recommend you watch anytime soon. And the guy's name is Donald Brashear, and he played for the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, this is a patch card, even though it does say at the bottom Washington Capitals, but he is in a Flyers uniform, so I'm counting that. But he transfers to the Washington Capitals at that point that this card was made. And this is from 2006-07 Power Play Upper Deck, which is not a product anymore in Upper Deck. Donald Brashear. He played until he was about 44, until he effectively retired. So some hockey players do play into their mid-40s sometimes. Apart from Jaromir Jagr, who's 51, still playing in the Czech Republic for his own team, which is Kladno. Hockey Club Kladno, HK Kladno, I think. But it may be named after the sponsor that's there. Anyway, next team up is the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets, I was quite... Well, I saw the highlights against the Rangers the other night, where we lost 5-3, and I was expecting, Rangers to win at least 5-1, but that didn't happen. But I don't know if this player was playing that night because I didn't check, but this guy's name is Alexander Texier. Now, Mr. Texier, despite his name, is actually from France, and he has played in the Ligue Magnus, which is the French league over in France. This is a patch signature card from the rookie, I think, or ingrained, whatever it is. Yep, it's ingrained, 2019-20 ingrained, which is not a product these days in the Upper Decks world, unless they're going to bring it back. This patch card's quite nice, one of my favourites. Yeah, but Alexander Texier played last season in Switzerland because of personal reasons, which obviously hasn't really explained. But possibly I think it was to do with a family member who was not feeling well or something, or it might have been he was homesick. So obviously going to Switzerland is the nearest place to France for him. And Swiss League's very good in hockey as well. Okay, next up is the Vancouver Canucks. Obviously I do like the Canucks jerseys quite a lot, because I have a few of them myself, but this one, obviously, this card's very good actually. It's Brendan Morrison, it's from Chronology, and it's a signed card. It's from 2018-19 Chronology. Now, this card, along with the Columbus Blue Jackets, I got that, again, from a card show that I attended in person in England. It's very good as well. Next one up, another Canadian team. It's the Montreal Canadiens. Again, it's a Panini Dominion card from 2013-14, and it is of Alex Galchenyuk, who's was in the news recently for, well, basically alleged crimes, let's say. I won't delve into that, but we have a patch card as well as his signature there as well. 2013-14 Dominion Hockey, Panini. He was playing on the Montreal Canadiens, but he has gone to different teams over the years, so he's moved about quite a lot. That I got as well, obviously at the card show I attended. Next one had its own video recently from the Edmonton Oilers. It is, of course, of Mr. Ethan Bear, his Future Watch Auto, playing on the Edmonton Oilers at the time. At the moment, at the time of recording, he has not got a team to play for, so he may possibly be training with a team or not. I don't know. I'll have to have a look again. This is a card from 2018-19 SP Authentic Hockey. Again, a really nice card to have in the collection, and that's one I wanted anyway. Got that obviously on eBay, as you guys know. Next card up was one I got also at the card show I attended in England, which was the Nottingham Card Show at the time, I think. Or it's Nottinghamshire. I've forgotten what it was called. The next card, obviously, was really nice, and it's of a player that plays he is in the Rangers organisation, but he's not playing for the Rangers this season. He's playing for the Hartford Wolfpack, unless I'm very much mistaken. But this particular card is from when he was playing for the LA Kings, which is the team I'm featuring now. And his name is Johnny Brodzinski. And this is a rookie patch auto card from the Cup. And that was the Cup 2017-18 hockey. Again, another expensive product. Yep, Johnny Brodzinski. Yeah, very nice patch and card as well. Again, got that at the card show that I went to. Next one up is a card. Well, is a team I do like, but I don't like the home and away jerseys because, well, the web foot logo does not look right to me, and plus the jerseys don't look that great. But the anniversary jerseys for the 25th anniversary jersey, which is one I've got, I like that one. The reverse retro 1.0, I like that. I've got that as well. Also like the orange Mighty Ducks logo. There's a clue. I'd like that in my collection. But obviously I want certain jerseys at certain points. But obviously this team has got very good young talent at the moment, but just not making it work. It's the Anaheim Ducks, of course, as I said. And this is of Trevor Zegras, one of their bright young stars who's changed his number in recent years, in the recent season. And this is a Young Guns retro card, and I think the retro is from 2007-8 style, this is, into the modern day. Yeah, it's from the 21-22 extended series, which I actually bought the box to that, and opened that box myself. Now, the next card is one of my, I'd say my rarest NHL card out of the lot. It's not my rarest hockey card, by any means. The rarest card I have, unfortunately, are of the Communist Hockey League, or should I say Continental Hockey League. But anyway, that's a long story in itself. This player plays for the New Jersey Devils these days, as he was traded from this team, which is the San Jose Sharks, and this gentleman's name is Timo Meier. Now, this particular card is a high gloss card, a base card, but they're only numbered to 10. So this is number 5 of 10. So these are quite rare. Now, if you get a good player, they're worth a bit of money. If you've got a nice, good player, solid player like Mr. Meier here, they're worth a little bit. But if you've got one guy that basically had let's say a cup of coffee in the NHL, it may be worth a little bit, but not much. And the base card, yeah, obviously continues to bat with all the golds from 21 Series 1. It's one of the boxes I bought a while ago, and I got that in it. And this particular player is from Switzerland, and also this card also comes in French, because there are French base cards as well, which I'm surprised the high gloss comes in French. Might be for the French-speaking players, but there you go. But anyway, the next card that I've got here, I bought that for the Nottingham Card Show as well. At the time, this was in 2022. Yeah, 2022. And it's of the New York Islanders, is of a player that actually retired at the Belfast Giants a couple of seasons ago at the age of 29, and his brother plays, I believe, for the Florida Panthers, Sam Reinhart, unless I'm very much mistaken. And his name is Griffin Reinhart, and it's a ultimate debut Freds patch as well. And this comes from, I believe, there we go, 2014-15 Ultimate Collection Hockey, Upper Deck. And he played for the New York Islanders, a team I despise, but then again, my favourite jersey is an Islanders jersey. Don't tell the Rangers fans. But anyway, that I got from the Nottingham Card Show as well. Next up for the Colorado Avalanche. If you know me very well, you'll know who I've got a card of. It's a Young Guns card, and it is of Mr. Kevin Shattenkirk once again. Yeah, it's a Young Guns card. He started his career, his NHL career at the Colorado Avalanche, as he was picked by them in the NHL draft at the time. And he played for the Boston University in the NCAA college hockey leagues. And this was from 2010-2011 Upper Deck Series 2. He also played for the AHL franchise at the time, the Lake Erie Monsters, which I also have a card for that particular era of his career. Next up, if you're wondering where the Rangers were, you'll be thinking, yep, it's coming now. And you can probably guess who's coming next. Yep, it is Kevin Shattenkirk once again. And it's the signature materials from the Cup. And it's from, I think, 2018-19 or 17. No, 2018-19, the Cup Hockey. Got this on eBay as well as that one, that Kevin Shattenkirk card as well. Not the cheapest cards to buy for your favourite player, but they are cheaper than some players. Some players cards like this one, the signature materials, they can go for literally hundreds of dollars if you're not careful. But that's life. Next up, not many cards I like for the Chicago Blackhawks, but I had one that I got from one of my friends that I did in a trade. It's a player that's been in and out of the Rangers organisation a couple of times after he was traded there mid-season and then signs elsewhere. His brother also played for the Coventry Blaze, CJ, his brother is. This is the first name, I won't tell you who it is just yet. But his brother played for the Coventry Blaze ice hockey team in England. Has also played in the ECHL and AHL, but this guy actually has also played for the Columbus Blue Jackets at one point. And his name is Tyler Mott. Played for the Blackhawks as well. And this is Young Guns card from 2016-17 Upper Deck Series 1 hockey. Now, his brother CJ Mott is a goaltender and has played for the Coventry Blaze in England. Very, very good capable goalie. But went back, obviously, to America. And I think he played for the Iowa Heartlanders, but it hasn't got a team for this season, CJ Mott. But Tyler Mott, obviously, back plying his trade in the NHL, though. Next up, Tampa Bay Lightning. This particular team, I don't have that many cards for because I keep giving them to one of my friends, Paul, who is a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. But this one I've kept because I need at least one good card in my collection for each team. And it is of Jimmy Olivestad. And it's from the 2002 Signature Series as well. Got this in a random packs I purchased from a card shop. I got a card shop online in England. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll probably remember it later. Random packs, though. Next up, I've got the Detroit Red Wings. Now, this is my oldest card, I believe, in my collection. I'm just having a look to see what the date could be of it. I think 1972, if I'm right. Now, this particular player, I don't know much about, to be honest, but he played for Detroit. He was born in 1942. His first season was in 1962-1963. And he also played for the Oakland Seals in 1967-68. But he played for Detroit quite religiously after he left Oakland. And his name is Ron Harris, and he's the defenseman. And this is from 1972, I believe. This is a Topps card, I think. OPG, sorry, it's an OPG card. Couldn't read it. It's very small writing, even though I've got my glasses on. But Ron Harris, a defenseman. Don't know much about that guy, but with his numbers there, looks quite nice. Next up, it's the Pittsburgh Penguins. Not many cards for this team at all. I do have a young gun, but not of a note that's that good. But I have one of their current players that's still playing for them, even though he's getting old, just like me. And his name is Chris Letang. And it's an exceptional start from Synergy, Upper Deck Synergy. It's numbered cards you can see there. He's a defenseman as well, and an alternate captain. It comes from the 2021 Upper Deck Energy Hockey, which I had a box of a few years ago. Got that as well. Next up now, the next team I was going to feature was the Toronto Maple Leafs, but I don't have one that of note that I could put up apart from this one because this player had played for the Toronto Maple Leafs just for a short time, but isn't playing at the moment, even though he is over 40 and has the best beard in hockey. It is of Joe Thornton, and it's an NHL Passages card, and it comes from And obviously you can see his career here. He's played for the Boston Bruins, he's played for the San Jose Sharks, the Toronto Maple Leafs, as I mentioned, and the Florida Panthers, which was his last team in the NHL. And it comes from 21-22 Upper Deck Series 2 hockey. And it's a very hard pull. These are only found in hobby boxes, which are very expensive now. The last card, which is, if you've guessed the team already that's missing, is the Calgary Flames. Well done to you. But this player basically suffered from a lot of racial abuse, abuse in general. Also, he was born in Nigeria. You know, he lived in Ukraine as well with his parents. He also lived in Canada. And he's currently part of the Hockey Diversity Alliance organisation in Canada. Basically to get more, you know, diversity into hockey, because hockey is for everyone, and I'll always say that. And the guy is Akim Aliou. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And this is his Future Watch auto card from when he was at the Calgary Flames. And this is from 2012-2013 SP Authentic Hockey. I got this in a random eBay purchase with loads of other cards. Again, that was just like literally about it was actually from a British seller, funnily enough, and they had literally about, I think it was about 8 cards that were random. Some of them were actually really good, but not really worthy featuring here. But it's the way it goes sometimes. So if you've watched to the end of the video, I thank you very much. So that's 33 hockey cards from 32 different teams in the NHL. So if you have stuck to the end, just comment, I have watched this and I'm bored. Good night. But anyway, so I have an announcement, guys, just to let you know about basically everything else. So there is a player I do want from, obviously, the cards. These cards. Sorry, trying to get some more hockey cards. I'm going to be doing a series called, basically, Chasing for Lafreniere. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to buy the Series 1 2020-21 hockey packs, or retail boxes, or hobby boxes, if there's any left from any seller in the world, to basically try and get a Lafreniere Young Guns card. Now, the only one I really have in my collection is a checklist with him and Kravtsov, Vitaly Kravtsov, I believe, in my collection. And it's the only one that I haven't got of that particular series Young Guns there. And the only other one I'm going to try and chase for as well is the secret one, which was in the same season's extended series boxes, but they're quite cheap, so I might go for them. So that is an announcement to make as well, obviously, as well. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing next for the next video, so I'll be thinking of something to do with that video. I might even do a review of a Rangers game, but obviously I won't be able to show you any footage of those games. So guys, wherever you are in the world, have a great day. And at the moment in England, it's nice and sunny, but it's a bit chilly outside. But you don't really need a jacket today.